What are your thoughts on standing before such esteemed judges?
Oh, actually, not. It's actually my first time here. I think being here is privilege on its own. I think I've learned many things being here, and I'm very, very grateful to actually be here.
Then my next question is, how significant are moot court competitions for law students aiming to build their credentials, and what are the advantages of joining a moot court team during your legal studies?
I think moot courts are very, very important because they build you as a legal practitioner, aspiring legal practitioner. Also, I think they give you that confidence when you get used to moot court, when you actually practice, you actually know how the procedure goes, and it's advantageous in a way that you get to get reviews, you get to get reflections from your presentations as to what you need to correct, and I think that builds you as an aspiring legal practitioner.
Thank you so much for that. Hi, Mr. Bob. How are you? Okay, my question to you is, are there sufficient opportunities for law students to engage in moot court competitions?
Unfortunately, we aren't. Institutions such as mine don't offer such practices.
Okay, then my next question is, what do you consider the most valuable lesson or experience gained from participating in the moot court competition?
The most valuable lesson is that I got to self-improvement in a way that now, given all the feedback that I received, I don't have to receive all of Michigan practice. I'm receiving it now and I'm able to open myself as a practitioner.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Hi, Nino. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
I'm good, thanks. So you won last year's SABWiL Court, right?
Correct.
What made you come back again this year?
I believe every time I believe in opportunities, that every opportunity gives us a chance to improve our speaking, our presentation skills, and even the feedback that we get from our justices helps us to improve in a better way. That's my motivation to come in.
Okay, thank you so much. And the next question is, what advice would you offer to someone who's preparing for the SABWiL Human Rights Court?
I would advise them to take the opportunity and come and prepare for the case and do not miss that opportunity.
Thank you so much. Hi, Shakira. How are you?
Hi, I'm good at you.
I'm good, thanks. So my question to you is, have you ever visited the Constitutional Court? And if not, what are your thoughts on standing before such esteemed judges?
I have actually. This year I was in another competition, but it honestly feels like the first time every time. I think being able to appear in front of esteemed people in the practice is an absolute privilege. And yeah, it's always going to feel amazing and just wondrous to be in front of esteemed people.
Thank you so much. And then my next question is, what advice would you give to someone who's preparing for a moot court?
Get to know your team members really well. You want to have a good rapport with your team members. And do research in a wide variety of fields. I think don't restrict yourself to only the one particular issue, because moot courts not only give you a private chance to practice your legal skills, but you get to learn more about the law in different areas and in different jurisdictions. So yeah, research widely.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Hi, Heather, how are you? I'm good, thanks. So my question to you is, what is the most valuable lesson that you learned from participating in SABWiL Human Rights Court?
Okay, as the justices actually noted in their feedback sessions, the drafting your heads presents your argument basically, and I would say that's like just one big takeaway I've got from this one call session.
And the next question to you is, what advice would you give to someone who's preparing for moot court?
do research, speak and question your alumni or your guides. There's nothing that beats research and actually reaching out to people and just finding out what their opinions are and what they think of your argument. It's not your argument, it's the respondent's argument, it's the applicant's argument, it's your party's argument, so you need to get as much research as possible and remember the best argument.
Okay, thank you so much, Anyway. Hi Nathan, how are you? I'm good, thanks. So my question to you is, how did you learn about SABWiL Human Rights Court?
So my tutor made a post about SABWiL when I was and he encouraged me to join it. But I think it started with SABWiL's presence and they've been known for the past 9 years and
Okay, thank you. So what would you say is the most valuable lesson that you've learned from today's experience?
I've learned that there are phases to having a core experience. To start with, the preparation, like my senior counsel said, it's preparing and getting help from people. You know, you need to diversify because also that makes you think ahead, not only about your argument, but what other people might say. So it's a learning phase.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you guys. Good day. How are you? I'm good, thanks. So I have a few questions for you. Okay. How did you learn about the SABWiL Human Rights Court?
I was actually a participant back in 2017 and came in 2019. So I think it was since then I've been following SABWiL Human Rights Court for quite some time. I've had quite some activity on socials and that's how I found out about this year's position.
The next question is, are there sufficient opportunities for law students to engage in Ubuntu competitions?
The answer to that question basically reveals a deeper problem because just to give you some eyes. The long and short of it is that our academic institutions locally recognize the value of code, so it's not supported there. So, I mean, it's quite a few institutions that provide support from a high level, from faculty level. So, you might find that institutions where if you want to participate in an external competition, you have to be handling things yourself. Don't have training support and all of that. Yeah, so that's fundamentally how I would summarize the issue. So there probably aren't enough opportunities, so that's why we need such initiatives to basically help out with such programs. When it's structured, to provide support to students, that's
Thank you so much. How significant are Ubuntu competitions for new students aiming to build their credentials? And what are the advantages of joining Ubuntu team during your legal studies?
It's kind of like you want to know. Let me use soccer as an example. You want to play a soccer final, but you are not practicing. So the court is invaluable. So it's not really just about getting a certificate with your name on it. There's a deeper level of respect I think we should give to because it's very fundamental to training. Giving you the basics, the ability to think critically, the ability to reason, the ability to draft, research. As tiny as these things we see, but that is particularly favored litigation, right? That is the very foundation. Those kind of skills that you should process. And such platforms essentially give you the platform to basically learn those skills so that you can be the best possible version of yourself. So I would definitely place high importance in participating with competition during continuous practicing from your very first year and relation and so on.
Okay, thank you so much.
What advice would you give to a law student who wants to take the advocacy route? Don't do it.
I'm joking. Just know that coming in, there's going to be a lot of hard work. At the beginning, you don't sleep. You pay your dues right at the beginning. If you are a hard worker and you love the law, I would say come through it.
Today was such a phenomenal experience for me. I realized that there's so much hope in our youth. You guys performed so well. You have such a bright future. Getting into advocacy is not easy. It's not easy work. It's hard work. So start preparing from now. Don't wait until you get into the profession. You are in the profession. So start working from now. I'm very glad to have learned that we are going to leave the future in good hands. The legal system is going to thrive. You guys were amazing.
Thank you so much.
I would say to you that be mindful of what knowledge you absorb, so be critical. You will have a lot of different individuals giving you perspectives. So the critical thing is to take that information, don't necessarily own it, interrogate it, and consult widely. So be curious, be constantly curious, and very important is social justice. So I think the weakness that I've seen in the training systems and why South African black women law is very successful is because we incorporate social justice into what we do. So we don't individualize and it doesn't come about me. It is really about how you being an advocate can impact society. If you can link your advocacy to impact in society, then without question you will be a phenomenal success. Igama, lamakhosikazi, malibongwe.
Thank you so much for being sorry.
Firstly, look at your personality and what is it that drives you. I'll tell you about myself. The reason I went for advocacy is that I believe in justice. As my senior here mentioned, rightfully so, that you need to use your advocacy to impact your society. It takes a community to raise a child. So you need to back to your community, have that mindset to be impactful and be the change that we want to see in your society. It's not about driving a Lamborghini. By the way, you drive the Lamborghini. But at the same time, it must be caring for human rights and constitution. And by the way, that is what you take oath about in court. You say, I want to protect and uphold the constitution and also the human rights enshrined in it. Once you get admitted, God will be the change. I see future stars. Thank you.
Thank you so much, advocates. Your knowledge and your guidance is greatly appreciated and we will take it into consideration moving forward. Thank you so much, guys, for also making time to come here and teach us. We really are privileged to have you guys because mostly students do not have this opportunity, so we are very grateful for you guys. And thank you to the Constitutional Court Justices and the Constitutional Court for giving us this opportunity to be here. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you.